All right, we're going to do this quickly tonight for Dave. Got the Cobalt here. They call this a compact, but as you can tell, this is the flex driver. It's not that compact. It's actually a little bit fatter than the flex. And this is the 799. Get it lined up better. Maybe it is. It's about as long as a 799. It's much heavier though, at 24 volt. Okay, Dave, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start off with 6-inch Timberlocks, okay? Hey, Charus. And we're just gonna drive some stuff home, and I'm not gonna say much because I'm pretty much doing this for Dave, so that way he can make a better choice, okay? We got just a regular 2 amp hour battery on it. I can pop on this 4 amp hour ultimate output. The flex, we got the 2.5 amp hour. And the 799, we got the 3 amp hour. All right, guys, we're just gonna run some stuff so Dave can see. He's trying to make a choice. 6-inch Timberlock, speed 2, drill mode. Did that no problem. I think my 8-inch Timberlock is smoking hot. No, it's right here. All right, 8-inch Timberlock. No problemo. 10-inch Timberlock. No problemo. Okay, takes care of that. Flex is up next. 6-inch Timberlock. Speed 2 and drill mode. 2.5 amp hour battery. That was much faster. Much, much faster. I'm going to have to take out this 8-inch Timberlock. Yeah, it's much faster. This flex is much faster so far than that Cobalt. 10-inch Timberlock. Okay. Let me see here. Let me take out some of these. You guys see all right? Hear me all right? Everything good? Everything good? Okay. Man, I buried this one till Kingdom Come. Oh. Stupid me. The dang thing came off this stupid thing. Oh my lord, that's why I hate these magnet ones. That's why I like the quick change ones. All right. Now the 799. Get these bad boys out of here. First up, 6-inch Timberlock. Speed 2, drill mode, 3 amp hour battery. Did it. No problem. 8-inch Timberlock. Did it, but it's much slower than the Cobalt and the Flex. 10-inch Timberlock. It did it. But it's much slower. It's much slower with a better battery too. But I will say this DeWalt is much lighter. This DeWalt is so much lighter than that Flex or that Cobalt, which is to be expected. This is 20 volt, that's 24 volt. Need more components and stuff in the bigger voltage tools. What's up, Roosh? Looks like you're the only one watching. Flex is awesome. Everything Everything's A-okay. That's what I like to hear, brother. Okay. Let's try some of these. Let's try 5-inch specs. Those are a little bit harder of a screw. Let's see here. I picked these bad boys up today. Some Milwaukee Shockwave bits. They probably suck. I hear everybody say they suck. But guess what? I want to find out for my damn self. So here we go. Because if I took everybody's word for it, where would we be now, right? Watch these things break on the first pull. Although Diligent Dave, who we're doing this for, by the way, Diligent Dave did a bunch of videos on bits. Did a pretty good job on it too. All right, we're gonna try some 5-inch specs here, okay? Cobalt up first, 2 amp hour battery. I think it's still fully charged. Nope, it's already down a bar. Already down a bar. That's the problem with these Cobalt batteries. They drain pretty quickly. Like really quick. It's crazy. All right, 5-inch specs, Cobalt, speed 2, drill mode. No problemo. Okay, DeWalt, 799, speed 2, drill mode. A little bit slower. And gotta steal a bit from over here. That's by far the fastest one. I'm telling you, even though that Cobalt is rated at 850 inch-pounds, and this only 750, I'm getting the feeling this is a much more stronger drill. I think they overshot the specs on this one, and I think they undershot the specs on this one. And they don't call this their compact, but Cobalt, watch this, guys. This is not Flex's compact by any means, but this is Cobalt compact. Watch this. They look like the same exact drill. The only difference is the Cobalt's a little fatter. Look at that. Tell me you can't get much more. I mean, look at that. It's like the same exact drill. Flex is definitely a little heavier. All right, now that we got Timberlocks out of the way. Whoop. Can the Cobalt not take it out? Yeah. All right, I was getting worried for a minute. Now that we got Timberlocks and 5-inch specs, oh, I guess we could drive these. These are a little bit bigger structural screw. Thanks, Sharus. Appreciate it. All right. Pop this. Probably should have done this first, but I'm a dummy. All right, we'll go with the 3/8 by 5-inch structural screw here. Cobalt, speed 2, drill mode, 2 amp hour battery. Whoop. Whoa, that buried that till kingdom come. Yeah, that was actually nice. I tell you what, this Cobalt, and it's impressing me. It really is. But I'm going to tell you right now, Dave, if you watch this video tonight, this is the Lowe's deal of the day. $89. I think this is your best buy, buddy. Okay, here we go. 3/8 by 5-inch structural screw. Engaged. No problem. Actually, that Cobalt may have been a pinch faster on that one. And last but certainly not least, Mr. Mustard here. And then let's check everybody's battery and see if they got significant rundown time. All right, it did it, but much slower than the other two. All right, let's see here. Battery. The DeWalt still has a full charge. The Flex, down a bar. These 24-volt tools, man, they suck up the batteries. And the Cobalt, down a bar. So there you go. Now, I say we drill some holes. What do you say? Hey, Purple. If Diligent Dave is in the audience, can somebody tag him? Shrews, can you tag Diligent Dave so that he can watch this live? Because for some, I'm kind of new to YouTube. I never was a YouTube user or anything like that. I'm still trying to figure it all out. Like, I tried putting them in the description, but it never lets me do it. I don't understand why. So if anybody can possibly tag him so that he can start watching this, thanks, Roosh. You're awesome. All right, what do we have here? We have your typical 2x4. Nothing fancy, just your typical 2x4, okay? What are we gonna do with that 2x4? Well, I'm trying to think which angle I want to give you guys. Thanks, Tony. I appreciate it. I'm doing this for another YouTuber. His name's Diligent Dave. And his drill's kind of on the outs here. It's kind of on the way out, breaking down a little bit. And he wanted me to do the Cobalt to flex to DeWalt compacts, because those are the ones he's most interested in. So we're going to help him out here and help him make the best buying decision. But if it were me, especially today, with that being the Lowe's deal of the day, 80 bucks, that drill, you can't beat it if you already got a flex battery. That's the problem. I don't think he's got a flex battery. I picked this up for $99. They tried hitting me for $139, but the tag still said $99 because they were lazy and didn't change the price. Cha-ching. And everybody knows this combo with this battery is at the Home Depot for $139. So by far, this is the most expensive one right now. This one you can get with 2 batteries and an impact driver for $129. That's a hell of a better dealer kit. All right, we're gonna tighten in. Gonna do this, and then we're gonna move the camera, guys. We're gonna move the camera closer to you so you can see me drilling through the wood. And then after that, I think I'll give my thoughts on the 3 drills and rank them for you. Oh, guess what, guys? I returned it, and they gave me a new one. So this video is coming soon. Yep. Not a big fan of it so far. It already broke on me while I was trying to shoot for you guys. So there we go. Thank you, Sharush. You are awesome, my friend. Can't wait to do the video on this. I really don't like this. I don't like the drill. That's the one that broke, and that's not the reason why I don't like it. It's too small. The impact driver, I don't know yet. We'll see. But do you see these things? Look, it takes up your whole screen, and my hand isn't even that close to the screen, guys. It's a good 1.5 feet away from the screen. So when it comes to small stuff like this, me personally, I'm not a fan, but I try to put my mind into a normal size human being. Like, look at my head. This is my ceiling. Look at my head. I got literally maybe 1/8 of an inch. That's why, if you look, see the ceiling tiles? See it right there out? As you guys watch more and more videos, you see all these ceiling tiles out. There's a reason for that, because I'm usually in that area a lot and I don't want to hit my head. All right, let me move this camera. Get my trusty little bucket. By the way, if you guys don't got one of these yet, y'all are missing out. Like, this is like the coolest goddamn invention ever made in the face of the earth. See this? This is a Harbor Freight bucket. It could be a Home Depot bucket. It could be a Lowe's bucket. It don't matter. You see this? This is a swiveling seat that goes on that bucket. Right? I use this thing when I'm doing the 10-inch dreaded lag test. I sit on this all the time. I use this while I work at my workbenches and all that type of stuff. So, not only does it work as a seat wherever you need one, you can also store stuff in there. Like, see, I got a cup in there. Ooh, there it comes. I got my Rockler silicone cup in there. But you can store this, put the like store stuff in there, and use it as a seat. I think it's friggin' awesome. If you're like a handyman, this is a must. Instead of being on your knees all day long, you can keep all your tools in here, your hammers, your screwdrivers, all that type of stuff, and have a seat, and it swivels. So if you're in like a corner and you're trying to work on 2 different walls, you don't gotta move around, you just swivel it around. I think that's pretty comfortable. And to tell you the truth, I think this thing was only 10 bucks. It's also very good to go fishing with. You can put your tackle or your bait in there. Pretty nifty idea. If you don't have one of these, go get yourself one. They sell them at Home Depot. All right, let me move the camera for you guys now. I'm done talking about my goofy swivel seat. Yeah, the buckets are sweet. Yep. All right, guys. Oh, by the way, 47 people watching, do me a favor. Hit the like button. Helps me out a lot. Please, thank you. Y'all are awesome. Let's see. Do I need to go up? Nope, we need to go down a little. Go up a little. And then maybe... Oh, no. Oh, boy. What's going on? Oh, my God, I lost you guys for a minute. I'm sorry. All right, we're back. Let's just tilt this. Let's get this in a little close here so you guys can see. Good. Good. We're going to start with the Cobalt, and we're going to keep the 1 bar down. Keep the 1 bar down battery, 2 amp hour battery. We're going to start with a 7/8 spade bit. Okay. We're going to keep it in speed 2, and we're just going to keep it in speed 2 until it tells us otherwise. Okay, guys? Here we go. Just regular 2x4 here. Nothing crazy, nothing fancy, all right? Speed 2, drill mode. 7/8. All right, like butter. 7/8 like butter. 1 inch. Tell you what, this Cobalt feels pretty good in the hand. The only thing I don't like about Cobalt is there's this seam. I'll show you after I'm done drilling. But there's this seam on the handle, and when it gets under load, that seam expands, and you feel it. And I don't like that. But besides that, it's pretty good. Okay, 1 inch, speed 2, 2 amp hour battery, 1 bar down. Oop. All right. I needed a second pump there, but it got through it. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that speed 2 isn't going to happen for this 1 1/4, but we'll give it a try anyways. Oh, you know what we'll do? We'll keep it in speed 2, but we'll bump it up to the 4 amp hour ultimate output battery, okay? That's what we'll do. All right. Speed 2, 2 amp hour battery, 1 1/4 bit. Okay, cut out. Let's put that bigger battery on. We're going to put that bad mamma jamma on there and see if that makes a difference. I mean, it got through there, but this thing also comes with a handle. None of the other two drills don't. This thing actually comes with a handle. It's not a bad deal. You get this, you get the drill, you get a bag, you get the handle, you get a charger, all for 99 bucks. I mean, that's pretty good. All right, we're going to bump it up to 1 3/8. 1 3/8, guys and gals. I can't really see what you're saying right now because I got you guys on a weird angle. Let me see. Okay, nobody's really talking. They're just watching. That's good, guys. Thank you. All right. 1 3/8. I don't think it's going to do it, even with the bigger battery. I could put the 8 amp hour battery on there, but then that kind of defeats the purpose of a compact drill. You know what I mean? This 4 amp hour, though, it's very balanced, even with the little bit bigger 4 amp hour battery. All right, 1 3/8. Yeah, that's what I figured. Let's just kick it on down the speed number uno. All right, especially on that one, it almost feels like this drill is coming apart at the seams right here. When it's under load, it feels like this is opening up. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that. See that by the light there? See how there's like that big gap there? Well, that runs all the way up the handle, okay? And when that runs up the handle, while it's under load, it almost like separates, almost to the point to where your skin's gonna get pinched in there. I can feel it. I don't know if I got a bad one or if that's just how Cobalt stuff is. And I'm gonna be honest with you, when I had the XTR impact driver and I ragged the hell out of that thing, I felt the same seam. If I remember in my video, I commented on that seam felt like it was coming apart. But on the XTR drill that I got, I love that thing, by the way. But Dave isn't in the market for a hammer drill, so that one does not feel like it's coming apart at the seams when I use it. All right, here we go, guys. 1 1/2 inch, speed 1. Can you guys see? Or I gotta move you over a little bit. Let's see, let's move you a little bit. There you go. Okay, here we go. Well, they can do it. Do I dare go get the switchblade and see if it can do it? I think so. I think we're gonna try it. Let me get the handle for this though. Like, it comes with a pretty big size handle, guys. I mean, that's no little handle. That's about the size of a hammer drill handle right there. And you want to know what? The more I'm looking at this drill, guys, the more it looks like it's been used. Like, this is basically brand freaking new. Like, the seams are coming apart up here, where the overmold's at. You can literally see it. I'm going to show you guys. And there's some dings in it. And the only time I've ever used it is right now with you guys. So maybe I did end up getting a dud and somebody brought it back for those same frickin' reasons. Which is about my luck. I tell you, I don't have no luck at these stores. I have none. Especially when you order online. I'm always getting somebody's used ass tool that they use for one project or 2 projects or for 3 months and then put it back in the box all oily and greasy. And then when I get it home and I open it and then I bring it back to the store, they look at me like I'm trying to cheat them or something. All right, guys. We're going to do the switchblade or whatever you want to call this, the Irwin speed bore, 2 9/16. Let's see if she can do it. She may. She's got some ass behind her. I hate that Cobalt. Never get a used ass tool. Yeah, I know. I'm so sick of getting used ass tools, souls. It's so stupid. All right. Let's see if she can do this switchblade. Nope. Nope. And look at that. God damn it. Stupid bit. I'm just using these because these are the only ones I have by me right now. Wow, that ain't gonna come out. I gotta go get a pair of real flow. Oh, there they are. Wow. Probably shouldn't have pushed it that far, huh? These suck. Hold on, guys. Let me get this out of here. Wow. I tell you what, I don't want to fucking come out. Fuck it, I ain't got time to mess with it. We'll just chop it. Deal with it later, right? That's what I say. We're live. We ain't got time for this shit. All right, so there you go. Cobalt. So far, it's okay. Oh, Dave kind of wanted to see this drill. I will say, I do not like how it splits at the seam going up the handle here. It literally feels like it's going to pinch, and it comes apart. Tighten your shoulder down, tuck on the bed. Yeah, I know, right? I always like doing stuff the hard way. It's part of my style, I guess. But, I mean, it's got some power, but I don't know why. You see that? It's like so far apart, and that runs up the handle. When it's under load, it opens up even more. Like, I don't care if it's a $99 tool, a $999 tool. It like separates. Like there's all this separation here. When it's under load, it separates even more. It's like I'm watching it happen. I don't know, Dave. I'll let you be the choice, you know, let you make your own choice. But if I were you, I would probably just buy this thing today and be done and over with it because it's $89 on Lowe's.com. I'm going to show you why right now. It's pretty much the same exact size. Same size. The Cobalt's a tad bit fatter. I know this says 850 inch-pounds and this says 750, but I don't know. I think this flex is definitely stronger. All right, let's give the flex a whirl here. And then we'll do the DeWalt, and then I gotta go eat. It's been a long day. Long, hard day. Let me go get a couple of the stacked lithium batteries. This one. All right, I got a couple of the stacked lithium batteries, so we can see if it can do that switchblade or not. Because it's probably not going to do it with the 2.5 amp hour battery. That's down a bar or two. All right, we're going to start it off with the 7/8 speed 2 drill mode. Let's see how much battery we got. We're down a bar. Wow. The Cobalt did that in speed 2, no problem. Maybe it's the wood. Hold on. Wow. Okay. Well, that answers some questions there. The Cobalt seems to be a touch stronger. I didn't feel that driving the fasteners in. I thought the flex was a little stronger and a little quicker. All right, 1 inch. Wow. Wow, the Cobalt did that no problem. All right, maybe it's this shitty 2.5 amp battery. Those weren't the best. Let's try the 2 amp hour power stack, which makes this drill a hell of a lot nicer and lighter. Oh boy, that made a big difference. Just putting that little 2.0 power stack on there, or I'm sorry, stacked lithium on there, made a huge difference. Let's see here. That was 1 inch. Let's go with 1 1/4. Yeah, I mean, I agree, Souls. I think he should get the Hercules for 99 bucks. But he didn't want a hammer drill, and I know they got the drill driver. But he really wanted to know about the Cobalt, this Flex, and that 799. I just switched to the Hercules, and so far I'm good with them. Battery price seems reasonable. Yeah, I mean, you ain't gonna hear me tell you any different. I like the impact driver. That's like what I put everything up against. Like when I get a new impact driver, I put it up against that Hercules to kind of give me a judgment of where it stacks up. And the hammer drill, I've been on the record plenty of times how much I love that thing. Especially for the price. I mean, 97 bucks. 97 bucks for that freaking hammer drill is just, I don't even know how they do it. All right, 1 1/4, speed 2. I doubt she's going to be able to do it. Nope. Speed 1. Whoa. That was almost bad. See what happens when you're in a rush? When you're in a rush, bad things happen. That's why I always keep a weak wrist when I'm drilling. In case that happens, I just let go. All right. Can you guys see that over there? Okay. I put the 3.5 amp hour power stack. I keep calling it a power stack, but the stacked lithium. 1 1/2. All right, it did it. Will it do the switchblade, though? That's the question. Will it do the switchblade? I don't think it will. Even though it's got a way better battery on it than what the Cobalt had. Seeing how the other one's, you know, thrown over there somewhere with a piece stuck in a piece of wood. We'll grab this one. Doobie doobie doo. Doobie doobie doo. Come on. What did I do? Break it? Come on. Okay. All right. Speed 2, 3.5 stacked lithium. Switchblade. Here we go. Should probably switch it up to over here. That's probably safer. Really? What's going on here? Well, it did it. It did it. It sure did it. The Cobalt couldn't do it. You want to know why I don't think the Cobalt could do it? Because it doesn't have the battery technology that Flex does. They're pretty much the same damn drill. I'm gonna be honest with you too. I don't know if it's how these Flex and Cobalts are. I felt the same thing that I felt with the Cobalt just now using that switchblade. I didn't feel it on the other ones, but I felt it on the switchblade that this is like coming apart while I'm holding it. And I know they're made by the same people, and that may be an issue. I don't know. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even want to do this 777. Because honestly, the 777 is dog shit compared to these two. It's not even in the same stratosphere. Power-wise. It is lighter, I guess. So I guess I'll show it. We come this far, right? I got wood chips all over the place. But Diligent Dave, if I were you, I would get the Flex. That'd be my recommendation. Because you're getting about the same drill you're at the Cobalt. You're getting a better warranty. And you're getting way better battery technology that you can choose from down the line to make your tool more powerful. I don't see Cobalt ever coming out with stacked lithium or tabless cells. I just don't see it. I think they're happy where they're at, and that's that. All right, Speed 2 drill mode on the 799 with a 7/8 bit and a 3 amp hour battery. This may not even be able to do this. I'm going to be honest with you all. This may not be able to do this. What'd I tell you? It can't do it. You can't do it in Speed 2. 7/8. The other two did it. Oh, it did it in Speed 1. So I guess it gets half a point deducted for that. Price point. I went over that before we started talking, Caleb. This is 99 bucks. Well, not anymore. I got it for 99 today because I forgot to change the price in my store. The guy said I was the last one to get it at 99 because now he's changing the price today, okay? But I got that for 99. It does go on sale for regularly $99. This right now, two only, is $89, but you can buy it in a kit with two 2.5 amp hour batteries and an impact driver for $129. So I think this is the best value out of these three right now. And you got the option to get really good battery technology down the line if you want it. This, with this battery, is at the depot for $139 with that battery and charger, the 799. So in my opinion, this is kind of like the worst value. And it doesn't have as much power as the other two. But I will say, I don't feel like the handle's about ready to split in half while I got it under load. I just don't. Not yet, at least. Okay, 1 inch, Speed 1. Let's see, 1 1/4. This may not even be able to do 1 1/2 in Speed 1. Maybe not even 1 3/8. Maybe not even this one. Okay, 1 1/4, Speed 1. It barely did it. It was bogging down pretty good. All right, let's try 1 3/8. I'm running out of wood. I thought I cut enough wood. We're definitely not even trying the switchblade with it, because that ain't happening. All right. Let me see. Let me move the camera. Probably should go this way. All right. Speed 1, 1 3/8. I'm surprised. I'm surprised it did it. All right, last one here, 1.5. The Big Mama Jamma. Much bigger drills have failed at this. Snap-on. Bigger, badder, supposed name drills, and just bigger drills in general couldn't do this. So let's see. Shitty Snap-on. God, that fucking drill sucks. If Souls is still watching, that fucking drill sucks, Soul. It's just horrible. All right, speed one. Do I got enough meat there? I'm going to move it up a little bit. Okay. All right. Switch it up over here. Oh, come on. There. It barely did it. So that's its limitations right there. The Chuck didn't drop that. I dropped that, okay? All right. Let me bring you back up here, guys, and then we'll end this. Give Dave my final thoughts and get on with our Sundays. Okay. This, I can't get over how bad that is. I cannot get over how bad this seam runs all the way up the handle. When it's under load, it separates like this. And then when it becomes not under load, it closes back up. Feels like it's going to pinch your skin. Bye, James. Sorry I didn't see you there much. I was drilling all them holes. This does not have the power of the other two. It is a little bit more compact. Not much, though. It is a little bit more compact, but not much. It is a little bit lighter and all that stuff. But at least you get better, you can buy better battery technology with this down the road. This is the best value right here. Diligent Dave, if you're watching, before midnight tonight or whenever that sale ends at like 2, 3 in the morning, go buy you one of these. Or get the kit with the impact driver. You'll be happy with the impact driver too. It's not a bad impact driver. I mean, this thing did the switchblade when the other two just couldn't do it. So, if I had to choose for you, Dave, it would be this one. But I'll let you make your own choice. I know you wanted to see the 793, but there's not even any reason to show the 793 because it's not even close to these guys here, these three here. It's definitely a step under them and all that stuff. All right, guys. I don't know about this, Dave. I don't know. You can always try, though. Especially now it's $139. This is not a great value. This is the better value. All right, Dave. I hope that all helped. It took me 45 minutes. I didn't think it was going to take me that long. Thanks, guys, for coming on and spending a few minutes with me. And, you know, the XTR is only $99 right now as well. Yeah, but for some odd reason, he didn't want the XTR. He wanted the compact one. He thought the XTR was too big. I kind of told him that. Cobalt went backwards with that garbage. Yeah, I agree, Souls. All right, everybody, we're going to get out of here. I got to go eat dinner. Please like this video. I see there was up almost to 100 people watching, and we only got 7 likes. Just hit the like button, and that makes me happy, right? And then that allows me to bring you more goofy tools, right? Thanks, guys, for the support. I really appreciate it. Have a good night, everybody.